Hi, I'm Anitra Renee, and I'm a certified life coach who specializes in emotional intelligence. I also have a background in studying organizational psychology and organizational behavior and change. I became interested in these subjects because I wanted to better understand why we do what we do as individuals and also as members of society within our social environments. Um, I just always had a nagging feeling that most of us unawarely are spending the majority, if not all, our lives thinking someone else's thoughts, speaking someone else's mind, and living according to someone else's beliefs. And we're not aware. And those beliefs are contrary to our own ideals. This is on a social level as well as an individual level. So along the way, I became intrigued by the hidden phenomenon known as groupthink. This is when we become so accustomed to the actions of those around us as we're growing up, and we develop a herd mentality, and we don't even realize it. But with this reality, I see that emotional intelligence can be the catalyst that can help us navigate more effectively through our life and through the daily interactions we have with one another. So, on that note, I want to welcome you to my new channel, The Art in You. The Art in You is a reverse spelling of my name. It's a play on my name, Anitra. But more than that, Art in You is what you uniquely have to offer the world and those around you. But that means you first must know who you are. Becoming emotionally intelligent helps you do that. It helps you express yourself authentically in ways that make you feel complete and in ways that are responsible to those around you. Not for those around you, but to those around you. I chose to start this channel as an extension of my one-on-one coaching to do more of a raising of awareness about emotional intelligence. We've been so focused on our IQ, the intelligence quotient, that we've stopped expanding our EQ, which is our emotional quotient. You are a human that is being something as every moment passes. What are you being? Are you being reliable? Are you being happy? Are you being sad? Are you being depressed? Are you being fulfilled? What are some of the feelings that are in motion on the inside of you? Particularly when you when you're confronted with discomfort. You know, we've learned to mask and hide our feelings, but it does not negate that the fact that energy is in motion on the inside of you, and it is producing some type of results, whether you know it or not. Are you producing the results that you want to experience in life on a consistent basis? Or are you on default mode and you're just inconsistent with what is happening in your life? Your emotion is energy in motion, and it creates a vibration that produces results. You already know the experience of walking into a room when you can just sense the vibe in the room, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. Well, understand that our environment has influenced us And we have unconsciously built a life based on that influence. And we're now on autopilot. You see, the brain is on default mode. It's a default mode network that operates instinctively until we learn to reprogram the system. So, if you have never gone through any type of process of examining your habits and your beliefs, then you are likely operating on default mode. You're just on autopilot. There are only two modes that the brain operates on. That's default mode network or focus attention or your conscious awareness. So obviously when we're born, we do need guidance. So I don't want you to think that I'm asking you to throw the baby out with the bathwater as far as what you learned from your parents and family. But I do want you to be aware that some impressions that have been made on you, they went into your adulthood and they might not reflect your authentic self. It can be from simple things like the types of foods you eat, to the career you chose, or the people you're attracted to. Exploring the art in you is emotional intelligence, and it's getting down to the bare bones of separating you from the influence of your environment and creating a new part of you that's really next level, to take you to your next level without conditioning, unconscious conditioning. Determining who you are automatically it requires you to track your mind, track your thoughts. We have over 30,000 thoughts a day racing through our heads. And we tend to believe that we are what we think. And contrary to popular quotes, you are not your thoughts. You have thoughts. And you are not supposed to let your thoughts have you. We have thoughts of sadness, but we don't have to be sad. I actually have the power to choose joy when I'm sad. We have thoughts of frustration, but we don't have to be frustrated. We have the power to choose peace. We have thoughts of loneliness, but we don't have to be lonely. We have the power to choose contentment. When you recognize that the work is in the choosing of your emotions, this is what will help you instead of harm you. To begin to move different and ultimately begin to experience new results because you are being what you choose to be. Responding versus reacting to our thoughts is a game changer. But in order to develop emotional skills, emotional intelligence skills, we need the tools that will enable us to unearth those autonomic habits that keep our lives stuck on repeat. Emotional intelligence is critical in individual pursuits, relationships, and work. It keeps us from unconsciously trading our authenticity for acceptance or for wanting to be right. Without conscious awareness, individuality does not exist. When individuals stop paying attention to their inner world and choose to mirror those around them, instead, we are assimilating into a herd mentality without knowing it. I want you to begin thinking about what you are thinking about. That's called metacognition. So notice what's happening in your body and your mind. Identify the emotion and examine it by asking yourself if it's based on something that happened in the past that may have conditioned you to be the way that you are being in that moment, or is it truly relative to the present moment of now? Slow down that mental track and remember, you are not your thoughts or your emotions, but you can observe them and then reclaim your power to choose what is best for the present circumstance to get you closer to your preferred result. This is not a one-size-fits-all process, so I can only speak in general terms in my videos, but if you want personal coaching, shoot me an email and let's get moving on assessing your way of being. Ciao for now. Thank you for watching.